Look at this, Guerrilla Games showed a bigger map of Horizon Zero Dawn in a recent panel. Let's unpack this news in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and don't forget to hit that like button. After the Horizon Zero Dawn documentary, Herman Hulst and Angie Smets joined the creators of this awesome movie. Watch it if you haven't seen it already. I put a link down in the description below. Anyway, they joined the creators for a panel in the Netherlands. If you wanted to get more insight in the development of the game, you could visit the panel in real life or watch the stream in Dutch at home. I sadly could not go to the panel. As you may know, I'm from the Netherlands, so it was pretty close by, so I decided to record the stream so I could check it when I was home. Angie, the executive producer on Horizon Zero Dawn, and Herman Hulst, the managing director of Guerrilla Games, shared a ton of interesting information regarding Horizon that I will discuss in another video, because while writing the script for that video, I saw something interesting. The map they used in the presentation is way larger than the one we have in the game, showing a ton of interesting things. Here we see the map, and the big black lines are where the cutoff happens, so everything after that is something we haven't seen before. One side note is that the map you see right here, so the bigger map, is from 8 months before the game was out. This was noted by Angie during the presentation. This was used to see where testers were going in the game and to make changes accordingly. So it could be that the current version they're working on right now for the DLC or the potential next game is different. On the other hand though, the things we see here kinda line up with the things we hear in the game about the other areas. And Smet said while showing this map that this was indeed the map of the game. Nothing about it being outdated or something. There are multiple things that I want to share. First, this area, the potential river to the Forbidden West. An area mentioned by this weird machine blood - oil drinking guy. He says that Aloy should meet him there in the Forbidden West when everything is over. I made a video that goes way more in depth on the Forbidden West, so you can watch that on the channel, but over on the Horizon Zero Dawn wiki we get also some info on the Forbidden West that lines up with what we see in this bigger map, so this is pretty exciting stuff. According to the Horizon Zero Dawn wiki, people spoke about tall grass regarding the Forbidden West, and we do see a green area over here. But even more interesting is the quote reports of a lake 100 times the size of the Daybrink. And as far as I know, the Daybrink is this lake we see here. So 100 times the size. Look at this. In the bigger map shown by Guerrilla Games during the panel, we see a freaking huge lake in the Forbidden West. This lake is supposed to be so wide the far shores cannot be made out, and so deep that an entire city of the agents stands drowned within. The water is sour to the taste and sickening, and it's said to rise up and push back against those who attempt to cross. An underwater city. An freaking agent underwater city. A huge lake we see here. Underwater exploration, anyone? That would be insane. Also interesting, of course, that the Daybrink ends here. We don't see this on the current map that is in the game. It is way smaller than I thought it would be. On the wiki there are also words about the big desert area in the Forbidden West. Spoilers, probably the desert area we see Aloy in at the end of the game. And spoilers, you can watch now, guys that haven't finished the game yet. Anyway, there's supposed to be a ton of danger in the Forbidden West. If we look at the bigger map, we also see a desert here. Oh, and according to the wiki there are new machines, quote, machines more strange and terrible than any found in Sundom, end quote. Sundom is the area where Sunfall is, for example, so where the Karya live, so the Forbidden West has more strange and terrible machines, like very dangerous machines. I truly believe that the Forbidden West is the setting for the next game, or at least a setting that we will go into, because I want it. I want to have this underwater exploration, and I want to fight more dangerous machines that look strange and terrible and crazy and super, that you will get nightmares from those machines. Because right now the machines are kind of normal. They're like, yeah, like bees, like not terrifying at all. Maybe the rock breaker a little bit, but more of that please. And the Forbidden West seems to have that. But there is more. If we go to the other side of the map completely, we of course see the ruins of an ancient city, which is, okay, again, spoilers if you haven't finished the game, This place is called Denver in real life, because we also have Colorado Springs over here with Devil's First, and Denver is here. We also have the Denver Stadium here, as you see right now. We can go there now, but there is supposed to be way more that we can sadly not enter, but it's full of corrupted enemies. If we look at the bigger map that Guerrilla Games showed, we see that the forest continues, and if we look at the real world map comparison, we also see that there are supposed to be houses here. So this forest area makes a ton of sense if we compare it to the other thing that is already in the game, the ruins. The thing that I also wanted to check out was the Banu area. Of course, I believe that that could also be a potential DLC area for the game, but we kind of see a ton of high mountains here on the bigger map that Guerrilla Games showed. And there's also a huge lake. Although if we look at the map comparison with the real world and Horizon Zero Dawn, we see that there is an area indeed behind like the mountains we have right now in the game that could be a Banu area for sure. But right now it doesn't show anything in the bigger map. So I put a link down to the photo of this bigger map in the description below, so you could see it for yourself. The quality is not as high as I wanted, but yeah, this is all we have. Maybe if you found something you can share with me, just so we can connect the dots together. That would be awesome. Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, this was shared by Guerrilla Games during a panel, but it could be outdated, but they did not say that during that panel, so who knows. I will go way more in depth on that panel on the channel soon, so be sure to subscribe for everything Horizon Zero Dawn. Like the video if you did. I will speak to you next time, and yeah, like I said, let me know what you think of the bigger map in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.